Welcome, everyone. Today we're doing a depth dive into ServiceNow's Knowledge 2025 event. Some really big announcements came out of that.
Yeah, absolutely. We've looked through the press releases, caught that interview with Bill McDermott and NVIDIA's Jensen Huang. Lots to unpack.
Definitely. Our mission here is really to understand how their AI platform is evolving and, what that actually means for businesses trying to transform.
And that theme they had where AI gets to work, that really says it all, doesn't it? It feels like a shift from just talking about AI to actually using it.
Exactly. Practical application. And for anyone listening, ServiceNow is that platform trying to connect everything people, processes, systems. Now AI is getting woven right in.
It's becoming core.
So let's start with the ServiceNow AI platform itself. What's the essence of what they announced here?
Well, the big picture is unifying intelligence, data, and crucially, the orchestration, making things happen all on one platform.
It's not just adding AI features then, it's more fundamental.
Right, it's about embedding it, making it part of the workflow fabric.
They called it the AI operating system of the 21st century. That's quite a statement.
It is bold. But the idea is that by combining intelligence, all that enterprise data flowing through ServiceNow, plus the workflow engine, they're aiming to build a foundational layer, something that breaks down silos and enables, much smarter automation across the whole business.
Like AI as the infrastructure.
Pretty much.
They also made a point about it being an open platform. It takes data from anywhere, works with different LLMs, including their own stuff with NVIDIA. Why is open so important here?
Because, well, no company uses just one system, right? You've got data everywhere. An AI platform has to connect to all that.
Well, it's not that useful.
Exactly. By being open, ServiceNow can be that central hub, orchestrating AI no matter where the models or the data actually live.
Okay, and this workflow data fabric they introduced. That sounds like the plumbing to make the data flow.
That's a good way to put it. It's like an intelligent network for the data. It doesn't just store it. It understands the context within workflows.
Making the data smarter for the AI.
Precisely. So the AI gets relevant information to make better decisions.
And then there's RaptorDB. That fits in how? It's about speed.
Yeah, RaptorDB is about performance. Think fast data access, low latency. It's built for workflows, letting AI agents react quickly, almost in real time.
Crucial for automation.
Absolutely.
So the big goal, they said, is putting any AI, any agent, any model to work across the enterprise. Quite ambitious.
Very.
Okay, so if that's the foundation, what about managing all this AI? That brings us to the AI control tower. What's this tackling?
It's tackling the chaos, really. As companies roll out more AI, how do you govern it? How do you manage it all? How do you even know what's working?
Right. It gets complicated fast.
So the control tower aims to be that single command center, one place to see, govern, secure, and importantly, measure the value of all your AI stuff, ServiceNows, and third-party tools.
A single pane of glass for AI.
Exactly. Give you that enterprise-wide visibility.
Yeah.
Who's using what AI where? Is it compliant? Is it secure?
That governance piece feels huge, especially now.
It's critical. And the control tower embeds that governance. Plus, it helps manage the whole life cycle, from building to monitoring, with real-time reporting.
So you can actually see if the AI is delivering on the business strategy.
Yeah, is it actually moving the needle? Gartner even predicted, didn't they, that companies using these governance platforms will build more trust and comply better.
Right. By 2028, it underscores the need for structured management.
It's like managing a digital workforce alongside your human one. You need coordination, alignment.
Okay, makes sense. Now, what about the AI agent fabric? What does that do?
If the control tower is for management, the agent fabric is for communication. It's the backbone that lets different AI agents, different tools, even from different vendors, actually talk to each other and collaborate.
So different AIs working together.
Yes, setting up common ways for them to interact. They mentioned specific protocols like MCP and A2A.
Model Context Protocol and Agent-to-Agent. What do those enable, practical speaking?
Well, MCP likely lets agents share context. Here's the background on this customer issue. A2A probably defines how one agent can ask another agent for help or information.
Creating a standard way for them to team up.
Exactly. And they're working with partners like Microsoft, NVIDIA, Google, Oracle on this.
So a ServiceNow agent could start a task, then hand off part of it to, say, a Google AI agent.
That's the idea. Seamless coordination behind the scenes.
And the workflow data fabric feeds into this.
Yeah, the data fabric provides the contextualized data, and the agent fabric uses that data to orchestrate the actions between the agents. One provides the what, the other coordinates the who and how.
And they listed a whole bunch of integration partners, Accenture, Adobe, Zoom, really leaning into that ecosystem idea.
Definitely showing the collaborative intent.
Okay, let's shift to something every business touches. CRM. They're talking about a next-gen AI-powered CRM. What's changing?
They're rethinking it fundamentally, moving beyond just being a database of customer info.
Which is kind of what traditional CRM often feels like.
Right. They want a unified platform for the whole customer journey, selling, fulfillment, service, all orchestrated by AI for a smoother experience.
So less reactive, more proactive and predictive.
That's the goal. Anticipating needs, personalizing things, maybe solving problems before the customer even calls, using intelligence to drive engagement.
And ServiceNow CRM isn't brand new. They already have like $1.4 billion in ACV there.
True. They have a base. Now they're adding these CRM AI agents. What can they do?
These agents are designed to handle tasks autonomously. Things like answering sales questions, resolving support tickets, managing service workflows.
And only looping in a human when it gets really complex.
Exactly. ServiceNow themselves said they're using these agents internally to automate, 37% of their support cases already?
Yeah, that's significant, a real proof point.
And they bought Logic.ai too for AI-powered CPQ. That fits the CRM picture.
Perfectly. Configure, price, quote, that's a complex part of sales. AI there can speed up deals, make quotes more accurate. It streamlines that sales part of the CRM.
We also saw some customer examples, Pure Storage, Farm Credit, Mid-America.
Right. Pure Storage talked about faster resolutions, fewer cases. Farm Credit mentioned empowering their teams, getting more consistency. Pro Assurance saw faster request handling.
So real-world benefits across different types of businesses.
Yeah, showing tangible impact. Okay, so underpinning some of this are new AI models. Let's talk about April Nematron 15B. What is that?
It's a new reasoning LLM built with NVIDIA. The focus seems to be performance, cost, and scale. Why that combo?
Well, getting AI to reason accurately can be computationally expensive. Slow even.
Yeah.
This model aims for high accuracy, but with lower latency and lower cost to actually run it.
Making sophisticated AI more practical for everyday enterprise use.
Exactly, and needs to scale as usage grows. Models like this are the engines for smarter AI agents that can tackle complex business logic efficiently.
Then there was Paracate from NVIDIA. That's voice to text.
Yeah, open source software for voice to text. The claims were pretty wild, translating an hour of audio in a second with low error rates.
That speed is incredible. Huge potential for, well, almost anything involving audio.
And being open source means lots of people can potentially build on it, integrate it. It seeds innovation.
It also points towards AI becoming more multimodal, right?
Yeah.
Understanding voice, maybe vision soon too, not just text.
Absolutely. That seems to be the direction.
Okay, zooming out again, that partnership with NVIDIA feels absolutely central to everything ServiceNow announced.
It's fundamental. NVIDIA provides the AI muscle, the infrastructure.
And ServiceNow is positioning itself as the control tower, the orchestrator for all this AI transformation happening in businesses.
That's the play. Jensen Huang called agentic AI maybe the most complex software ever built. It has to understand all sorts of data, reason about problems, high bar.
He also mentioned the market opportunity, trillions of dollars, not just changing operations, but changing the actual products companies make.
And we saw those examples, Adobe, Aptiv, NHL, Wells Fargo, Visa using ServiceNow AI for very different things. Shows the breadth.
There was also that point about finances companies using agentic AI reporting better gross margins. That's a strong hook.
It is. And Bill McDermott really hammered home the need to move beyond siloed AI projects. It has to be enterprise-wide, autonomous, agentic.
I thought their pricing model was interesting. Core AI capabilities free to start, then pay based on consumption once you see value.
Yeah, lowers the barrier to entry, get people using it, see the ROI, then scale up. It fits that vision of the autonomous company.
Where AI is just embedded everywhere, driving efficiency, innovation.
Beyond just customer service and sales.
Yeah.
Into telco, finance, manufacturing, pharma, retail, all over.
They also talked about needing a flexible platform for things like global trade complexity. Tariff management in the auto industry was the example. AI needs to adapt fast.
For sure. And Jensen Huang made that point about the U.S. needing to, well, race to support its own AI innovation.
He also framed NVIDIA's shift not just chips, but AI infrastructure, talking about projects in the tens or hundreds of billions of dollars.
Wow.
That's infrastructure scale.
Yeah, AI is a utility. Use the term AI factories, generating intelligence, a multi-trillion-dollar industry in the making, potentially.
It really paints a picture of a massive shift.
A very profound shift underway.
Okay, let's try and wrap this up. What we saw from Knowledge 2025 is ServiceNow laying out a really comprehensive AI strategy. It's built on unifying things, being open, powered by tech like the Workflow Data Fabric and RaptorBB.
Then you have the AI Control Tower for crucial governance and management, and the AI Agent Fabric to enable collaboration between different AIs.
And that reimagined AI-powered CRM, boosted by models like April Nemotron, shows a big push in practical application, especially with that strong NVIDIA partnership driving things.
So for you listening, the takeaway is that enterprise AI is moving fast. Understanding these kinds of platform shifts, the focus on governance, agent collaboration, it gives you insight into how your own organization might use these tools.
How you might improve efficiency, customer experience, maybe find new ways to innovate. So here's a final thought to leave you with. As these AI agents get smarter and more embedded in how companies work, how does that change the game for human employees? What's the new relationship going to look like between people and this digital workforce? What skills do we need?
Hmm. That collaboration model is definitely something to think about. How do humans and AI really work together best?
Definitely something to chew on. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.